Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Blades. Today what we're going to talk about is my Cold Steel Large folding collection. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I figured that I would share with you some of my collection. As you guys know, I am not only a knife maker, but I also have collected a large number of knives. A lot of them are folders, but again, I do have some fixed blades as well, and I don't mind showing them off. I will put all the links down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so anything that you purchase, I think I get like 2 cents on the dollar, so thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Also, if you want to support this channel, go to threeriverblades.com. Check out all the great fixed blade knives I have up there. We also have a Patreon account if you're interested in Patreon. It only costs you $1 a month. And what I do is I upload videos like this sooner, so you don't have to wait the once a week. As soon as they get uploaded, they get sent right up to Patreon. And of course, we have different tiers. So if you want t-shirts, sweatshirts, that kind of stuff. Also, we have a merch store. So look down below, you'll see my merch store. T-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, that kind of thing. You can get anything there. We use Teespring. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put the camera down below and go over the plethora of large fixed blade knives. Now, I've been a Cold Steel fan since the early 90s, so Cold Steel's been around. I know Lynn Thompson no longer is the president, but they're still coming out with great stuff, and Lynn does do cameos with all his knives. I watched that quite a bit, but I wanted to show you some of my collection. These are the large fixed blade knives, so really like, you know, pocket sword kind of stuff. When I was growing up, this was kind of the only way you can get really large blades. People were making pocket knives and folding knives, sort of like the grandpa dad kind of thing. And Lynn Thompson was the only one that was making all this. Now, of course, you can get them from all different types of makers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera down. I'm going to go over all this stuff again. Like I said, if you're interested, you can click on the link down below. I will try to list all of these and take you over to Amazon to purchase some. But again, please go to threeriverblades.com if you want a handmade knife by yours truly. All right, guys, stand by. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start from left to right. I'm sorry if some of the stuff is off the table, but I'll bring it into frame. The first one we're going to talk about is my Tylite. All right, this is the Tylite 4. It is a 6-inch blade with a 6-inch handle. The handle scales are plastic, although they are coming out with the aluminum ones. If you go to Cold Steel's website right now, the aluminum ones will run you about $200. The one that you see here is about $70, $80. It does also come with a crisp blade. If you don't know what a crisp blade, it's that S-shaped blade, which is kind of cool. It also comes in different colors. So again, to each his own. What I really like about this is this handle is very sleek, very thin profile. The clip only sits on one side, okay? It is a tip-up configuration and is a liner lock. This happens to be the XL or the 6-inch version. They also have a 4. All right, the next we're gonna talk about is the holdout. This is actually one of my favorites. This is the 6-inch blade, again, 6-inch handle. It has sort of that coffin style handle. This is G10, so it's very, very grippy. It does have holes all the way through the handle, as you can see. This clip is changeable, so if you wanted to put it on right side carry or left side carry, you can. It is tip up configuration only. It does have the triad lock, which is very, very strong. This one happens to come in S35VN, so this is really good steel, which means that it's going to come at a premium. So you're probably looking around $200 just for this one. They also sell it in a 3-inch version, and it also sell it with serrations. This is the plain edge. They used to sell these in AUS 8, which were a little bit cheaper. But again, Lynn Thompson is no longer the president, so they're making them in different steels. I prefer an S30VN and pay the extra money. That's completely up to me. And it would be up to you if you wanted to spend that money. But again, this is a Marshall blade. This is a 6-inch blade. And the good thing about it is, for its size, it's actually very, very thin. has nice G10 spacers on the back, and it does have jimping up front. All right, so again, you're looking at $200+ for the 6-inch and about $150 or cheaper for the 3-inch. All right, one of the next blades is my favorites. This is the Spartan. Spartan design, made from AUS 10, AUS 10. Again, also made, I believe, yep, in Taiwan. Grivery X handle. It does have these little finger grooves or grooves in the grivery that kind of makes it a little bit easier to hold. This handle right here is outstanding. It really allows a good purchase. Designed basically like a kukri style, so it's made for a lot of slashing and stabbing. It does have the pocket opener. All right, so you can see this right here. That's supposed to allow it to open. And Andrew Demko was the designer of this knife. Again, Andrew Demko no longer works at Cold Steel. I think they work on projects, but that's about it. So they're no longer part of that company. You can change the pocket clip from one side to the other if you wanted to. It is a tip up only configuration, and it does come with a lanyard hole. This is probably one of the strangest knives that I've ever purchased. Again, I don't even know if this, I don't think this is in production anymore. This is called the Colossus. This has a green dimpled G10, or what they like to call like moon crater. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of that. See how it looks like a moon crater. Very comfortable blade. It has this weird oval bevel kind of thing. I don't know. But it is a good collector's item. Again, most of the knives here you're going to see are collector's items, so they won't be all beat up or destroyed. That's one of the comments people make is, you don't use your blades. Well, it's my blade and I could use the ones that I like. This Cold Steel is made from CTS XHP, again also produced in Taiwan. The clip is changeable, so you can go from left side to right side. It does have the triad lock, which is really nice, and it also has the pocket opener if you wanted to. And the idea there is it catches onto your pants as you pull it out, and again, it will open up the knife. What I like about this knife is that it is very, very unique. Again, I don't think they make it anymore. I had to buy this one on eBay, so if you're looking, maybe eBay in the forums, they would have something like this, and good luck finding it for a cheap price. It is not cheap. You're probably looking over $200 if you want to get one of these. But again, it's probably one of those things that you'll not see again, and I don't know if the new company of Cold Steel is going to make them anymore. Pocket clip is very, very nice, very adequate. All right, let's talk about the Voyager series. All right, the Voyager series was designed by Lynn Thompson, and it's supposed to be a cheaper material or lighter material. And again, these things are outstanding, especially in the XL format. This happens to be the clip point. They run around $80 to $90 depending on which one you get. This, I believe, is an older one, and it's probably made out of AUS 10. Again, this one I probably EDC'd more often. As you can see, it's kind of dirty. I don't EDC all my knives, but this one I did. I think that for its size, it's actually very, very light in the pocket. This is the XL, so you're looking at probably a 5-inch blade. And what's good about this is that the triad lock is already in there. Grivery handles are very light. You can switch it from left to right. It does come with a lanyard hole, clip point, and it's super lightweight. Handle, you can handle it in a couple different configurations, so you can move back, move up, and because of this nice finger choil here, you won't be able to slip forward, and it's excellent. Also comes in a tanto. If you guys are tanto aficionados, this is also great. Again, 6 inches. It also, this one happens to be in AUS 10. It actually is stamped, so this is one of the newer ones. It also comes in a Chris style. This is one of the newest ones from Cold Steel, again, AUS 10. And if you like that, that's kind of I think a Persian influence, the Chris style. All right, so really cool blade. Kind of a big fan of it. This is looks a little bit more dangerous than others. Probably not your best wood chopper, but again, most of these blades were made for Marshall blades. This is another one. This is called the Vaquero. The Vaquero actually has this nice S-style blade, and that's supposed to help with cutting and slashing. That was the reason why Lynn Thompson went with this. And also, I got the Lynn Thompson serrated version, which he also autographed. This is a special edition where it's blacked out with green grivery, where this one is just plain black. Obviously, if you can still get this one, it's going to be a little bit more money. But again, these are excellent, excellent large, extra large blades, and these were definitely made for fighting. All right, so really great blades, really nice. And this one is also stamped with a number on there to tell you which one it is. This one's made out of CTX SHP, and again, this one's just made out of, oh no, this one's made out of CTS BD1. Okay, so different styles. As you can see, this is my oldest one all the way up to the newest one. They changed the steels quite a bit. All right, another one of my favorites, kukri style. This is the Raja 2. They also make a Raja 3. The Raja 3 is actually quite smaller than this. It's a folding kukri. Now this happens to be one of the old ones, so it's either OS 8 or OS 10. Again, it has the pocket opener, which is really cool right there, triad lock. This form of plastic is a little bit of smooth. The newer ones will not be smooth. They have more of this kind of grip texture on it. So if you're interested in that, really cool. I have EDC'd this before. It's basically a pocket sword. This is over 6 inches long. It does have that kukri style. You can have different hand holds, so if you wanted to hold it from the back, you have that palm swell right there. Hold it from the middle, and if you wanted to choke up as well. It comes with a very long pocket clip, almost half the size of the knife, and you could flip it over to the other side. So this is a really good one. Again, for extra large folding knives, you're really not going to go wrong with that. You can process wood if you wanted to. There's actually a lot of videos where people are using this to chop down twigs and trees and stuff like that. So a pocket kukri, you can't go wrong with this. So this is the Raja 2, and if you want the smaller one, you can get the Raja 3. So the next two I EDC quite often. They're kind of my favorite. This is the Formax Scout. Big fan of the Formax Scout. This is made from OS 10, yep, OS 10A. Again, grivery handles. This is 5 mils thick, guys. This is a very, very thick blade, very stout blade, 4-inch blade, and I think it's like 4.5 inch for the handle. The pocket clip goes to either side. It also has a lanyard hole up front if you wanted to, but this is one of those blades where it was made for maximum usage in a utility setting, sort of like to replace a fixed blade knife. Again, really comfortable handle style. If you wanted to, you can get the Formax Elite, which is like the original one, and you would get like G10 and better steel. Again, you're looking at a huge price difference. This runs you around $130. The Formax Elite will run you about $400 to $500. Okay, so for a folding knife in this configuration, I thought it was a good deal, especially for the price, and it's made for utility use, which is why I liked it. Again, it's a large blade. You can use it for self-defense without a doubt, but again, this is a nice beefy knife, and you guys know that's the way I like it. So really beefy folding knife. And again, this one I got, I think it was a special. I haven't seen it lately, but it's a Formax Scout in green and black. Same steel, just different color coordination. Again, it is a tip up only design, has a lanyard hole in the back and in the front if you wanted to do that. And I guess the idea behind the front one is if you wanted to put a pin through here to lock it into place, you can use it as a fixed blade. So really nice. I highly recommend these, especially for the $130 that you're going to spend or less depending on your vendor. Great utility blades, and I've carried this one almost everywhere I go. So as a folding knife, it's really excellent. So definitely highly recommend these. All right, the next blade is a little bit of a budget blade. This is called the Luzon. It is a 8CR13 MOV. It is made in China. It is probably not one of my favorite blades, but I do like the fact that it is very large. This is a 6-inch blade with a 7+ handle. It does have these integral guards that is used as a flipper. so it kind of folds in on itself and you have a flipper style. It does have a lock on the back, so if you push this up, it will not let you take the blade back down. You have to take the lock off. It is a liner lock, as you can see here. Price on this, I think, is about $70 for the large. This happens to be the large. They also make a medium. I'm not sure if they make a small, but the medium is, again, like $10 off, so it's probably like $60 or $50. It does come with an integral pocket clip. It's plastic and it has 2 screws. I think you can flip it over to the other side, and it does come with a lanyard hole. Again, this is one of those Marshall blades that if it gets lost or stolen, you're probably not going to be too hurt about it because they are cheaper. They are made out of cheaper materials. But again, primarily just a Marshall blade, but it's a very large blade. So probably most of your budget option that you're going to get on this table. All right, we went from budget option to high end. This is called a Frenzy. This thing almost looks like a Talon. It's brutal. It's a 6-inch blade, 6-inch handle. It is made out of a G10, and they did put some nice grip in there where they filed it down on both sides. It's a very good looking knife, a very light knife, and it's a very thin profile knife. So if you look at it this way, you can see that it's very thin, fits in the pocket very, very well concealed, very thin. The clip on this is very nice on the pockets. Most of the time cold steel rips up your pockets. You can flip it around from left side carry to right side carry. It is tip up configuration only. They had different colors. I don't know if they have different colors anymore. This one is the blue. They used to also have green and I think black and gray. Again, this is like a linen micarta, so as you file away, it'll look really nice. It does have a lanyard hole for whatever you want to put back there, maybe some beads or fobs or that kind of thing. The blade steel itself is S35VN, so it is a very, very good blade steel. Again, this is a high-end knife. This is not a crap knife. On Cold Steel's website, they were selling them for $239. I did not pay $239 for this blade. I think I got one when it first came out and they were a lot cheaper, so please check around. I'm going to try to find some links for you guys. I'll put it down below if I could find one. And again, this is the only size that I know that's available. If there's something else that's available, please put them in the comments down below. All right, so that's the Frenzy. Really cool. Highly recommend it. All right, so this is probably one of the cheapest blades that I have on this table. This is called the Pocket Bushman. And it's primarily designed to be used out in the bush as a folding fixed blade knife. It kind of collapses in on itself. The blade steel is 4/116 stainless, and this is a aluminum handle. What's decent about this is that it's not expensive, but it's basically designed to use as a utility or an emergency knife. It has a 4.5-inch blade with a 6-inch handle, so it's almost 5 inches, clip point. And what's unique about this is that once it's locked in place, you're not going to be able to remove that lock. The way you remove the lock is you actually have to pull this handle at the back end to release the lock and then to push it down so it locks in place. Again, it is a two-handed operated knife. It is not made for quick deployment. It is made mostly for utility, but because it has a unique style of the locking mechanism and a utility use, I'm really a big fan of that. Plus, it's made very ruggedly. You can change the pocket clip from one side to the other. It is tip-up configuration only. Again, Cold Steel has it for about $44.99, so you could probably buy it on Amazon for cheaper than that. All right, the Pocket Bushman, really cool knife, and it is kind of big, so like it. All right, the next two are going to be a little bit hard to find. I only found one on eBay. These are the Recon 1 in XL. This happens to be the clip point, and then this is the Tanto version. This one, I think they're both made out of AUS 8 or AUS 10. If you can find one in S35VN, good on you. This is a little bit different because I think what happened is the XLs on these kind of went out of favor for the Voyager series. So the Voyager series is a little bit cheaper to make and process, and they just went with that. Now Recon 1 stands for a lot of different things on Cold Steel's website. So they have fixed blades, they have small blades, they have medium blades, all called Recon 1. This is the Recon 1 XL. All right, so if you can find an XL, buy it, because I don't see it anywhere on the website. I found one on eBay. This one that I'm holding right now on eBay is going for $300. So that is not a cheap knife. I think when I bought these, they were less than $100. Again, this is a collection, so I've been collecting for some time. If you can find one of these, then definitely get it. Has a nice hollow grind, and again, as you can see, I actually EDC these, and you know, the tip, the paint is a little chipped off right there. So I do use these knives. I like the Recon 1 style better, and you're gonna see when I do my medium-sized knives video that I carry those most often. These are the ones that the pocket rippers, they would call them, because it has a very grippy G10 here, and this clip is very, very tight. Tip up configuration only, but you can flip it on either side. Does have a lanyard hole in the back, and it does have a very good triad lock. So that's the Tanto, and this is the clip point. Again, you can see I EDC'd this one as well. Still razor sharp. They are coated. Excellent blades. Again, pocket ripper. And God bless you, Cold Steel, for making these knives. That's all I can say. So this is the Recon 1 XL, one in clip point, one in Tanto. So the next blade that came back was the Talawar. This is one of the original Talawars. All right, they since reintroduced it after they stopped making them. So this is one of the originals. Again, probably in that AUS 8 or AUS 10. I do believe they are made. All right, so the new ones are made out of that S35VN. This is an older version of it. They did bring them back, but still very, very expensive. This is a 5.5-inch sweeping blade. It does have a little bit of a swedge in the back, and then comes to a regular point. Very sharp, very curved blade. It's sort of like that nice Persian S. Nice triad lock, has jimping all the way along the spine right there. Grippy, grippy, grippy G10. Again, another pocket ripper. So be it, I don't mind it. I just kind of loosen it up myself. But you can flip it over from left side carry to right side carry, and it does have the opener on the top. So if you wanted to get it out quick, you can. Again, mostly a Marshall blade. But again, for one time that this was available, it was selling like crazy, and then they stopped making them. Now that Cold Steel had been bought out by GSM, they are making them again, but looking at like a $280 price tag. All right, so that's a little bit much, but again, you're getting better steel. So again, you decide what you like. Different vendors will carry different ones, and it'll be a little bit cheaper. All right, guys, last but not least is my Asparas. This is my Aspara Large. This is actually pocketable. I have carried this quite a few times, depending on where I was going. It does have this nice S design, again, clip point, and this is the large, not the XL. I have 2XL, and that's coming up in a minute. The blade length is 5.5 inches. It does have a false swedge on top. It does come with the triad lock. It does have the pocket opener, which is really cool. But again, G10, really nice. You can flip from left side to right side if you want. Tip up configuration only. This one is made out of AUS 10 or AUS 10. The new ones, I'm sorry, AUS 10A, I apologize. The new ones are probably made at a S35VN. Again, better steels, and the better steels are going to cost more money. So if you wanted the large version, you're probably looking at like $300 or $200 plus, depending on where you purchase it from. Really nice design. It does have different hand holes, so you can hold it up close. You can reach back a little bit, and again, Lynn Thompson goes into this whole thing where you can hold it all the way from the rear like a gun, and then get some distance on that. Okay, so let me just put that to the side, and then we'll pull out the extra large. All right, so just to give you an idea, this is the large. This is the extra large. I don't even know if I could fit it in frame. This is a 9.5 inch blade, 16 and a half overall. This is a freaking pocket sword. And I just want to give you an idea what it kind of looks like. This is the large, this is the extra large. Again, prices are going to vary. This one happens to be made out of AUS 10A. The newer ones will probably be of a different steel, probably a little bit higher end. And again, these are not cheap. You're looking at the 450 to 500 range. Excellent, like you can definitely take these out. It's as large as this is 16 and a half overall with almost a 10-inch blade. You can still carry it because of that thin profile. And as you can see, it does have a very long pocket clip. You can flip it over to the other side. Triad lock, does have the pocket opener. You would have to have some baggy jeans, or at least skinny jeans aren't going to work with this knife, but again, it is a pocket sword. It was designed after the Navaja, where people that didn't have guns or couldn't carry guns, they would carry extra large folding knives, and Lynn Thompson came up with this design. Now, if you wanted something a little bit more expensive, you're looking at the $600 to $700 range. You're looking at one of these. Basically what this is this is the utility or utility type design, and then this is the fancy design. Same setup. Again, this is an older version, so I actually have the purple box for this, so it's a collector's item, but you can get them now. Same style, you have bolsters and polished G10. Bolsters on both sides. It's still basically set up the same. The only difference is the high polish, and it looks gorgeous. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. And again, with the extra metal and the extra steel and all that other stuff, you're going to pay a little bit more, but again, depends on what your likes are. Now, for me, I wouldn't carry this. It's a little bit heavy. It's gorgeous. I kind of want to keep it in pristine condition. So for me, what I would do is I would carry one of these. Again, depending on what your likes and needs are. But ideally, the large is sufficient enough to defend yourself. If you wanted an extra large, it's still good to go because it does have that nice thin G10 grippy profile. And again, if you wanted the Big Daddy, which is gorgeous, you would get one of these. Again, you're looking at a price tag of $600 plus. This one again is probably going to be around the $400, and then again price will go down. Now they do make a smaller version, a pocket-sized version of the Aspara, and I'll get into that when I get into my next video. You'll be able to see that one. Okay. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed that video. If you like videos like this where I show off my collection and gear and kit and stuff like that, please let me know. I do have two other channels. I have Three River Kydex, where I show you how I make all my Kydex products, such as holsters, pouches, med pouches, stuff like that. And I have Three River Survival. Three River Survival is a older channel. It used to be City Survival. I don't know how long you've been with me, but if you like gear reviews, packs, go bags, that kind of stuff, head over to Three River Survival and become a subscriber. If you like any of the stuff you see here, or if you had some of the knives, put the comments down below. I really like to read your feedback. Please like and subscribe this video, share it. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this stuff, I'll add some more, and we'll just keep going with the collection. Also, stay tuned for the how-to videos. I show you how to make a lot of cool handmade knives, all right, by yours truly. And make sure you're on that mailing list, guys. I send that mailing list out maybe once or twice a month, and that's the only place that I'm going to put discount codes. So it's very simple. You go to Three River Blades, go all the way down to the bottom, click on, just put your first name, last name, email address, hit send, and then you're on my mailing list. And then when I have discount codes, I send them out there. So thank you very much, guys. Check out all the links below for all this stuff, and as always, please stay safe.